The game of the week is brought to you by HR Clough and Kearsarge Heating, the home energy specialist. La Valley Building Supplies for home improvement and construction from concept to completion. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Ramonto's Brick Oven Pizza in Claremont, always fresh.
Welcome back. Second half action, YCN game of the week. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide. Lebanon Raiders leading the John Stark Generals 28-26. See what both teams have adjusted in the locker room and see what they can come out with. As we see the Raiders, first offensive possession. Graham Chickering coming up short, but it was tipped. And the refs will say it was tipped by General defender. So Lebanon retains possession underneath their own hoop. Tipped, and it'll stay Lebanon basketball. Bienvenu couldn't get to it. It was tipped by Isaiah Lovering. Ryan Milliken will inbound just about half court. He gets it into Chickering, and then trying to call the offense. They'll set up their half-court offense.
Stay tuned at the end of our telecast for the HR Clough Kearsarge Heating turning up the Heat player of the game. And we'll pick the top performer in tonight's matchup.
So Chickering with a bounce pass behind him, but goes right to the hands of Lovering, who takes it away. And the Generals, trailing by 2, have a chance to tie or take the lead on this possession. Driving to the hoop and foul number 21, Drew McQuarrie. And McQuarrie will go to the line and shoot a pair, looking to tie this one up for John Stark.
If your business is interested in advertising on YCN or you'd like your team to be televised, give us a call or email us at info@ycnnow.com.
So the elder McQuarrie missing on the first free throw. His second one goes. 28-27 now. Lebanon trying to get something going, and Milliken looks like scuffed his foot there as he went to pass. Didn't release the ball in time, turnover, so a slow start here for the Raiders. And the pass mishandled on the other end by Chase Patterson. Turnover back to Lebanon. So a sloppy start here in the second half, to say the least.
Yeah, pretty sloppy, and the way Lebanon started this half was similar to the way that the Generals started the first half. But John Stark also committing a turnover. For both teams, not too clean here so far early.
Chickering gets off the 15-footer, but it's no good. Rebound by the Generals. They'll look to run it out the other way and then set up their offense. Almost stolen away by Chickering. Trying to get it inside, and they do get it inside, and the shot is up and good. Number 30, Parker McQuarrie. For a second there, looked like he might have a tie-up situation or even a foul, but McQuarrie just too strong, and the first lead of the night for the Generals. It doesn't last long as Islander puts it in on the other end, and the Raiders now lead 30-29.
Our replays are brought to you by Ramonto's Brick Oven Pizza in Claremont, always fresh.
Driving to the middle, number 21, Drew McQuarrie. He gets fouled. Well, the continuation play there as he goes to the line and will shoot. No, they won't say he was shooting. It looked like it was a continuation play that you might see in college or the NBA, but they usually don't call those here in high school. The Generals will inbound. That was Lebanon's second foul of the second half, and that also happened to be Islanders' second of the night. Nice move inside there by Parker McQuarrie, but he doesn't get it to fall. Lebanon with the 1-point lead. Really persistent defense here on the perimeter as Islander gets it. Nicely done. He goes up strong in midair. Fakes one way, goes the other way. Lebanon extending that lead back to 3. Back inside, and some rough play inside. The refs are letting it go.
Yeah, Islander are doing a nice job of keeping Drew McQuarrie, keeping him in check. A lot of contact down low, but that's what you got to do with the McQuarrie brothers, two very big guys. And Lebanon really values Islander down low, one of their few true big men.
Right, they don't have a lot of big men. They are obviously, as we've seen tonight, a lot of guard-oriented. Obviously, Milliken leading the way, Chickering. But you're right, Islander and sometimes Nolte can get inside. But other than that, they keep the ball around the perimeter and try and dribble penetration or get an open jump shot.
Right, remember this John Stark team, a lot of very tall guys, and they've had a pretty balanced offense in terms of paint scoring and shooting. Getting a lot of shots.
Nicely done there. Number 10 off the give and go. Isaiah Lovering, the 6-foot senior. And off the turnover, John Stark cuts into that lead. Now it's 32-31. Milliken almost mishandles the handoff from Bienvenu. And a double dribble by Milliken. He asks the ref. Tipped away, but it wasn't. So John Stark with possession.
Stay tuned at the end of today's Hoops matchup for the Salt Hill Pub play of the game. Salt Hill Pub, honest food, perfect pints, and living music.
Foul on Milliken. And the ref's going to have a talk with Milliken, just making sure everything's good on the court, keep everybody under control. But not really a smart foul. Never smart to foul that far from the hoop. But only Milliken's first, so he's not in foul trouble yet. Drive by number 10, Isaiah Lovering. He doesn't get it, and Lebanon out on the break, but they'll slow it down. Didn't have numbers, so they'll slow it up. And Nolte driving into the hoop. They're going to say that one's going to be an inbounds pass. I don't think that's going to be shooting foul. A Lebanon basketball. A little confusion here. The refs are both saying inbound the ball, and Coach Matty thought it was a shooting foul. He had a couple of his guys over there. It is. They're going to review this. Well, it is confirmed that it's a non-shooting foul. So 4:06 to go here. Non-shooting foul. Lebanon inbounds, up 32-31. Nolte for three from Chickering. No good. Rebound to a couple big men, and Lovering gets it, but then it's tipped away. Chickering was still down there. So he gets it over to Islander, and Islander gets it and the foul. So Islander has a chance to complete the traditional three-point play. We'll take a break. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week. Welcome back. YCN Game of the Week. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide. 3:43 to go in the third quarter. Lebanon leading 34-31. Matthew Islander with the and one, doesn't get it to go, so the General still only a one-possession game, down 3. Chance to tie. Three-point attempt is up, no good, off the back iron. Gorski doesn't get it to fall. Lebanon looking to break, 3-on-2, get it up to Chickering, and he can't get it to fall. Nice attempt there by Chickering. But just no luck on that roll. Ooh, John Stark with a nice fake, and then the take by Sean Levine. Takes out his defender outside the paint and then takes it inside. 34-33, inside 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Well, John Stark is giving Lebanon all they can handle tonight. This is not going to be, no one ever expected it to be, especially this Lebanon team, but looking at the standings, one might think Lebanon, especially at home, could hold their own and have a nice win, but John Stark traveling up 89 and saying that's not the case. Milliken, the long three, no good.
Right, the Generals definitely going to make you work for any win against them, and very good athletes, very good players, a lot of height. Definitely not a poor basketball team, but they've really played well here so far tonight against the Raiders.
Milliken up to Islander, and Islander gets his to fall, and it leads back to 3 points, 36-33, as we approach 2 minutes to play in this very clean third quarter.
Yeah, and so far, Islander has scored all 8 of Lebanon's third quarter points, so they're doing a nice job of getting him the ball down low, and he's really doing a nice job against the McQuarrie brothers.
Milliken out on the perimeter, Chase Patterson. They get it inside. Yeah, nice defense. Drew McQuarrie, he's had middling success on that. Sometimes he's been able to get it to go, and other times we've had some nice defense by Islander and the likes. So it's a pretty fair matchup inside.
Yeah, and I think the refs, they're letting them play a little bit in the paint. A lot of contact, but for the most part, it's been called very well, very fairly on both sides, and Islander really has his hands full with Drew McQuarrie, but he's done a nice job so far. I believe he now has 14 points for the game, 8 in this quarter.
Islander from 10 feet. Just a little floater. Islander gets it to go, extending that lead to 5, 38-33. John Stark looking to finish this quarter strong. Don't want to fall behind after a very good third quarter, and the 2 steps and the big foul there. Drew McQuarrie went up strong. Nolte thought he might have held his position, but he didn't, so 2 free throws for McQuarrie. When we come back, you're watching the YCN Game of the Week. Welcome back. YCN Game of the Week. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide. As Drew McQuarrie hits his first free throw. 38-34. The Generals trail by 4, 1:15 to go in the third quarter. It's a 2-point game at halftime. With that free throw, it's a 3-point game, so a very evenly played third quarter thus far.
Oh, nice.
Nice cut there, nicely done, finding the open Chickering, streaking to the hoop. And once again, Chickering with the basket. This Raider team's so dangerous from the outside, but they can also go inside when they need to. Shot attempt is up and good, and that's Gorski. A little bit of contact on that left side, but Gorski's unfazed. He gets the jumper to fall, and 3-point game still here in the third quarter.
Gorski's got a very nice rainbow shot. Ball goes very high in the air and comes down. Makes it look easy. Gorski now has 12 points on the night.
Yeah, Gorski definitely has some range. For, as you mentioned, a tall team. He's 6'4". We've seen him shoot all night tonight. Speaking of shooting, there's Milliken for 3. And just like that, Milliken puts the Raiders back up 6. Inside 5 seconds, can the Generals get off a shot? I don't know if they realize the clock. And they do get the shot off, but Drew McQuarrie is wide, and that'll do it for the third quarter. So after 3 quarters of play here in Lebanon, the Raiders lead the Generals 43-37. We'll take a break. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week.